Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And we are back with our top 100. We are going through
100 games this year of 2025. As of 2025, the top 100 as of Meg, as of Alex.
I was going for 70 to 61.
Oh yeah, that's just this video.
70 to 61.
So,
we are going through 70 to 61 today. This is the fourth video in the series. If you've missed them until now, check them out. Because why? Why would, like, I get it if you're there for the top 50. I get if you start at 50 to 40. I totally get that. I get it if you're just there for the top 10. Even the top 20. But if you just decided that this was the video to start with, that's a weird choice.
They're doing the best they can, Alex.
Skip. Don't tune in at 70. Either watch the full 100 or start at 50. Anything in between that range.
What if they tune in now and then catch up?
That's such a weird choice. Let us know in the comments down below if you are someone, I forget that I said I'm judging you because that feels mean now, but if you are someone who this is your first video, not like just the algorithm sent it to you and you just you plan on clicking away, but if this is actually your first video in the series, you're like, I don't care about 10 through 80, 81, those are complete, 10 through 71, those are garbage. I'm going to start at 70. If that's you, please let us know in the comments down below. I 100% want to know. I'm not judging. I'm judging a little.
But hey, Alex, this top 100 video looks way different than all the other top 100 videos so far.
Oh gosh, G-Mag, did you move the games around? This video. This video is, well, not this video. This channel is currently sponsored by Allplay. And in the past 3 days, I have done nothing. That's not true. I've done a lot of things. But in all my free time, my hands are worn. My hands are worn.
It's a lot brighter.
I have been building shelves. The table is going to be changing too at some point. Right now, the table is this darker color, but we're going to have a matching color table soon. But the shelves, these are all play shelves. I will be doing a lot more videos on them. I have a whole time-lapse thingy of me assembling all of this. There's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, but if you do like the shelves behind us, we are sponsored by Allplay, and you can go ahead and check them out for anything from board game tables to shelves to games. I don't feel I need to talk about them. To bags. That's right. I think every time I talked about them, I forgot to say bags. Bags.
That's bad because that's one of the top reasons.
That's the top reason?
No, well, at a convention. If you're at a convention, you're gonna grab yourself a slew of Allplay games, and you're gonna top it off with an Allplay bag to throw on the wall and to bring them home.
Yes.
It just makes sense.
They have wheels on some of them. You can choose. Anyways, with that, we are going to go ahead and dive into our top 100, and I have a prediction, Meg.
Okay.
I believe we have an in-video crossover.
One?
I think we have at least one, where we both have the same in the same list.
That's not fair at all.
We have one in the same... No. I'm saying we have one that we both have in the same video. You're saying it's not fair that I know that?
Yes, because I bring my games, put them in my stack, and then any that Alex has that I didn't, I put in my stack and then cover it with a blanket. Then Alex makes his pile. So he's predicting we have a crossover somehow, some way.
I don't know how I'd predict that.
Oh, what a good prediction.
To be fair, I will say all the games have moved since the last time I saw them.
I'm gonna predict.
It is possible that I just because
I should hide stuff just to.
When we get to mine, when we get to the one that I tell you, and I don't know who's gonna do it first. If you're like, that's not on my list, I'm going to have to figure out where it actually is, because that means I lost it.
I mean, maybe, but, I think that's an unfair advantage.
Yeah, it is an unfair advantage. Although, to be fair, this happened twice before with Canvas and Beast, and both times...
You tried to get away with that.
Both times there were expansion boxes. I didn't realize.
You tried.
Anyways, I did try to get away with that, 100%.
Do I start? I think I start this time.
I started the first one, which means you started the second one, which means I started the third one, which means you start the fourth one, yeah.
I just feel like I haven't done it that much.
You've done it once out of the 3 videos we did. That's right.
So, yeah.
You're right. I've done it twice.
It feels time.
It feels like you should start. Why don't you go ahead with your number 70?
Okay. No. Yeah. 70.
Yes.
I was going to start with 61.
We know because someone started this series with their...
No. I was going to start with 61.
You should not do that.
Okay. So, let me go in my blanket.
The blanket's covering the stack of games so I can't see them, just to be clear.
So this is...
I'm not looking. It's all okay. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at that one guy who started with this video.
Here's my number 70.
That's our crossover.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was going to say it's just the cover,
I
so
do
it's
like
not missing from your house. This is Friday. This is a super old game where it's I say super old. I don't even know, but older. And it's a solo-only game.
Yes.
Where you're playing through as Friday, which is... I don't know. He's like a Robinson Crusoe person.
He's
right?
the guy who helped Robinson Crusoe.
He
I
was
think.
like the buddy or something.
I don't know the lore.
Yeah. So it is set in that world or whatever. But you're basically going through an island, and you have like very limited resources, and there are these cards that you're trying to flip, and some of them you're trying to overcome, but certain things you're trying to gain. And it's all just like a little management system of trying to last and get through. But yeah, I think it's like a very clever solo game. I think it's one that I have a lot of fun playing with. It's easy to reset and keep playing. I don't know. It's still, to me, it still holds up. It's still very pleasing. That, yeah, I really enjoy Friday.
I believe this was the first solo game I ever played.
Okay.
And I bounced off of solo gaming
like
at the time.
solo only.
Solo only, yeah. Well, no, I think possibly solo, period. This is a long time ago. Like,
I
back
couldn't
then.
tell you what the first solo game I played was.
So I think it was either this or Space Hulk Death Angel. I remember getting those early on when I was getting into gaming. I was like, let me try this solo thing out. It wasn't nearly as popular back then.
The first thing I played solo was Sentinels of the Multiverse, which was like in the beginning.
I don't think I played
when I
solo.
learned it,
when I first got that,
played a whole game because I was really excited.
I like Sentinels a lot, but I didn't play it solo when I first got it. It took me a long time.
I did it to learn it.
But then I bounced off solo gaming initially, and I came back to it. Spirit Island is the game that brought me back to solo gaming, and then I went back to Friday and appreciated it a lot more. The first time I played Friday, the first few times, I got my butt handed to me very much by the game. And now I kind of like, I know the cycle. I know how to do it to actually optimize and to play the higher levels.
And sometimes you just get got. Sometimes it's just in a certain sequence that it's very difficult, very tight.
Yeah.
But
the pirates are coming.
Nice little solo adventure.
My number 70, I have played solo.
It says a solo adventure.
That's true. My 70, I have played solo, but I enjoy it more with others, but it is fun solo as well, and that is the Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. This, and I would say if I had other Pandemic games, I'd include them here as well. This is a Pandemic game system. It's definitely different as far as the Pandemic umbrella of games, but I really, really like this game. I first played at UKG, had a chance to play it there, actually with Matt Leacock, first time meeting Matt Leacock, which was very cool. And then from there, I played it multiple times. I played it on BGA, which I think is a little overwhelming. I've played it at all player accounts. I've played it solo. I think the solo is fun.
At all player counts.
Well, that's true. I have. Actually, that's true. Can you go to 5? I have not played 5.
Have you played
I have not played 5. I played 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Interesting.
I have not played 5. Actually, did I play 4? I'm not sure.
Who's
I
to
definitely
say?
played at 1, 2, 3. I played at a bunch of player accounts. Definitely not 5. I think I did 4.
I think when you taught it to me, it was a 4-player game.
That's why I'm saying I think
At
I
a
played.
dice tower.
I think I played this 4 as well.
I believe we played it with Brink West.
We did. Speaking of other game designers.
Yeah.
But anyways, Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. This is basically the thing I love about this game is it's built on the Pandemic system, which I do like, but I don't actually think it's the best implementation of the Pandemic system. What I do think is it's the best implementation that I've played. I think of Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings of this as a system. Now I'm not saying it's my highest rated Lord of the Rings game. What I'm saying is to me it evokes the Lord of the Rings universe the most from any Lord of the Rings game I've played. Yes, I know about War of the Ring. No, I have not played a War of the Ring. So
what about Through the Ages?
Through the Ages.
Is
there a War of the Ring Through the Ages? I have not played this game. I would play War of the Ring. I would play Lord of the Rings Through the Ages. That sounds like a good idea. They should do this. Like you build up your little hobbit thingies. You decide whether you want to be like a Sauron level of government or alternatively like a...
The Through Middle Earth. The...
Seven Wonders one?
The
I need words.
Story one.
What about...
That Carly just covered.
Carly who?
That one evokes the most of the Lord of the Rings world.
Carly Borgen Buzz? What did she cover? I need
words.
I need actual words.
It's the Lord of the Rings one where you play through the story.
The 8-chapter adventure book?
Yeah.
I do not think that was nearly
You don't think that evokes the story?
No, nowhere near.
Alright, let's cut this part out.
No, I think that brings you through the story.
Yeah,
but I
thought
feel
it did really well, especially with like the rolls and stuff, and I don't know.
I feel I'm checking boxes as I play that game.
Okay.
Not in a bad way. I enjoyed it. Played the whole thing.
Let's cut this part out.
Let's not cut this part out. This is amazing. Lord of the Rings, Fate of the... Also, now we have Lord of the Rings Through the Ages, which I love. I would totally play that.
What is the name of the game that I'm talking about called, though? It's like called...
The Lord of the Rings adventure book.
Okay.
I think it's called.
You're probably right.
It's a solo adventure. Anyways, Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. This is great. What I mean when I say it evokes the Lord of the Rings lore is as I play the game, I feel like I'm kind of reenacting things from the story. I feel like I make choices. I love the part where you constantly want to branch off to do your own thing because staying together the whole time is going to limit you, but then you constantly want to join up because you get free movement when you join up. So it kind of has that we're together but separate as we play. It's highly variable as far as the variety of goals you have. So every game is going to be a little different as far as what you're doing. It really, really feels. I think the moment I constantly say that I love is one of the objectives is like Boromir's objective, whatever it is, and you kill Boromir in the game. This is not a spoiler, it's just objective. Once Boromir dies in the game, you replace him with a new character. So if your character is Boromir, and when you accomplish your quest, you die and you replace him with a new character. And when I did that in the game, I had, what's his brother's name again? Faramir. I pulled as a new character from the side deck. We could do it randomly. Yeah. I just pulled Faramir, and I was like, Faramir's brother's coming in as the character to replace him. Like this, and that's not the only moment like that. It's my favorite moment I've had. But there's lots of moments like that where I just feel thematically involved in what's happening here. I like this a lot. This is my number 70.
I find that one. It gives you a sense of when it's one of the ones when you're playing co-op, you're not just focused on yourself. It's everyone's focused on each other, but you're not really telling other people what to do. Yeah. It's very good for the co-op.
You can't alpha player. You could in theory.
Exactly, but it's more, very like discussion-y.
Yeah, it's more. It's not just discussion-y. It's
just solving things together.
You need help. You often need help.
Yeah. Okay, my number 71.
Yeah.
69. I'm going the wrong
69,
way.
69. Yes.
My number 69 is going to be Kyoto No Neko. So this is a game that both AP and I really fell in love with. That it is I wouldn't say dungeon crawler, but dungeon crawler-esque. Because you're in a city where you're playing as these different cats, your neighborhood cats, and you start off within your neighborhood, and then you branch out and cross streets and try to collect a bunch of different things, and as you're doing so, your cats have their stats that are kind of like RPG-esque, where you have things like your agility or whatever that you're working with that you're trying to increase those, basically racing toward certain endgame triggers, but it's a really cute game that I think it has like a lot for you to uncover, that there are a lot of layers to it. I think it's a good time.
Yep. My number 69 is Core of Discovery. Oh my gosh, Core of Discovery. This is another solo game, by the way. It's not only solo, this is solo and cooperative. But I really like Core of Discovery. I have had so much fun with this one. I still haven't played with most of the advanced scenarios, but each scenario type... Okay, let me tell you a bit more what this game is.
So what is Core of Discovery, Alex?
What is Core of Discovery? Core of Discovery is a solo or cooperative deduction game in which you have a map that their tiles are hidden as you play. And as you play each scenario...
You're playing as Lewis and Clark, correct?
Sure.
Just to give you flavor, you're playing as like an expedition.
To be clear, there's like a whole bunch of characters. You can choose different characters.
But like timeline, vibe-wise.
Timeline is Lewis and Clark.
You're uncovering.
But you're uncovering the board, and each scenario has different rules. So the rules might be, oh, there's only one wood per row and column. Oh, wood's always adjacent to water. Oh, the tents are diagonally adjacent to the monsters. There's all these different rules. So as you uncover the board, you can figure out more about what the terrain is through logical deductions and educated guesses. But you also have to gather resources and try to survive the game as you play through it. And each scenario is both replayable, because it's different maps, but also it's highly different as far as the goals of what you're trying to do. And this kind of arc of going through the scenarios and unlocking content, you don't have to do that. You can just play whatever one you want, but there is kind of a sort of progression, not really campaign. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I like deduction. I like cooperative deduction. I like being on the same team, finding those things, pointing them out. This is very fun, both multiplayer and solo, and highly recommend it. It's a banger.
It's very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever one. Alright, next up is a game that I really fell in love with. Like, this one was a sleeper hit surprise. This one was a real surprise. You're gonna know. Rivages by Pandasaurus. So Rivages, again, shout out to like affordable games that are small, because I think this one is pretty affordable. But Rivages is a game where you have these maps and you're drafting cards that let you block out certain spots on your map. And the point of what you're trying to do is not only score different things on that map by reaching different things, but you can also complete the map by getting from like point A to point B with your ship, and then you get to do a new map card. So you're constantly drafting these cards, trying to do as many map cards as you can, but staying just long enough to get the good rewards, but then leaving when you need to because certain terrain tiles aren't coming up for you that you're like, I'll just get out of here. So it's just, I love drafting, and it's like a very fast-paced game where you're drafting these cards, you're filling in your little things. It's very wordless, I guess. Is that the word for it? Where it's just like symbology. You don't have to like
language independent.
Language independent. Where
wordless is technically the correct interpretation.
Very wordless. But I find for something like that where it's a puzzle of just like draft and write and filling in the different tiles, it's just very intuitive with all the different symbols that you have. So I think it's a lot of fun.
And
it's
have
fun
you
for
played this one solo
fast-paced
yet?
drafting. Yes, I do really.
Wow, that was a yes.
Yeah.
That was like yes. I
have. I really enjoy Rivages. I think it's very, very fun.
Nice. My 68 is my first small box today, and that is Cat in the Box.
Cat in the Box.
This is I don't know if this is my favorite trick-taking game. I'd have to go through my list. I actually don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's definitely up there if it's not my favorite. It's such a mind meld of a tricky trick-taking game, because what happens in Cat in the Box is the premise of Cat in the Box is the idea of the cat in the box, Schrodinger's cat. The idea is the cat alive or dead? You don't know. You create reality as it happens, and that happens in Cat in the Box because what happens is you have a hand full of cards, and the cards don't have colors. So I know I have a 4, but it's just a black and white 4. What happens is when I play the 4, I say, oh, this is a blue 4. And then now the blue 4 is out of the deck. You mark that the blue 4 is claimed. Nobody else can claim the blue 4. We are creating reality as we play. But the tricky part is at any point, my favorite thing in the game is at any point you can be like, oh, I can't follow suit. I'm out of greens. But as soon as you do that, you mark that you are out of greens. You can never play a green card for the rest of the round. So you can choose when you can break suit because, oh no, I don't have it. But you are limiting yourself into this box. Ironically, as the game plays, you condense the box around yourself. You limit reality, forcing you to do certain things that you have decided for you. It's very tricky. It's very trippy. I love teaching this game and then just watching people's faces, like just their minds melt as they play it. It's so satisfying. It's also highly strategic as far as why you're trying to win or lose certain things because of the scoring mechanism. It's an incredible trick-taking game.
And it scales for the player count, which I think is very good too.
Yeah.
Before I go on to my next game, this one is not on my list, so I'm going to mention it now because you mentioned trick-taking, and because our sponsors all play, I got to play Torchlit, and I think that trick-taking was very clever. I think it was very clever.
This is the tricky part about the top 100. There are 3 games that I can think of offhand. Offhand, that's not even counting whatever else that I'm not thinking of. There are 3 games I can think of offhand that I think will be in my top 100 next year, but I've only played them once, and I need more plays of it. Torchlit is one of those games, so I have played more to see if it holds up, but my first play I really enjoyed. There's also Barcelona, so if you want special mentions, Barcelona. And Orleans is an interesting one, because I played it a long time ago, but I played it this year again once, and I really need more plays. But all 3 of those are kind of, if you want special mentions, at this point in the video, you have them.
You guys will see me, like, agreeing and then looking confused. You said Barcelona, and I was like, there is trick-taking in Barcelona?
No! Just games in general.
Yes.
You're 67.
Alright, my number 67, I'm going to get ahead of the game, and I'm going to call it before someone else does because someone was working with extra information, but I think this is probably...
If this is our overlap, it's my 67.
That's weird.
Either that. Are we? I'm not sure if it is.
My number 67, I think, might be our crossover game.
Is it a big box?
Yeah.
Is it a big square?
Let me just get it. It's number. I'm gonna say it. I think this might be our crossover game, though.
I've been trying to figure out what I do if I say it first.
It's Skyrise. Is it Skyrise?
It's 67. That's so crazy.
All right,
weird.
So should we just both do it?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's do it.
All right, so Skyrise is a game where you are bidding, I guess?
You are bidding.
You're bidding with your different buildings that all have different values. And something that I think is very cool is that your buildings are set to a specific value, for example, like 21, 57, weird numbers like that. And everyone's are different. So it's kind of balanced where you have a different priority, or not priority order, but like different bidding ability based on what you started with. Yeah, it's very cool that everyone has different numbers. It's not like everyone's working with like 1 through 10. So you have your buildings that you're bidding with, and you're all bidding for not worker placement, but I guess location placement, where you're claiming location of a certain tile and then getting the benefits for it, which are going to be like being on that certain color tag and sometimes special things. But yeah, it's all about area control. Like, I'm not area control, but like location control.
There's a variety of reasons why you want. Okay, so there's different
scoring.
There's different puzzles going on, but every time you claim a spot, you're claiming a spot, and you're also claiming tokens, and the tokens are going to affect your scoring. So I may be better at getting yellow areas or green areas. Not to mention a variety of other reasons why you want certain things. But that means as I get better at getting green areas, I want to win certain green areas. I also want control of certain things because this is getting to the nuances of how you bid. But it means that as you try to tactically outbid people, you're really thinking through how the whole board is going to play out. And the thing I love about it, and very few games do this, I think only 2 that I can think of, is that when you overbid, you're not bidding on the thing that the person is bidding on, you're bidding on the next thing. So like you place down a 54, and in order for me to place down the next building, I choose an adjacent area. So I am overbidding, but not on the thing that you're bidding on, which creates this paradigm of different levels of what you want and why you want it. Because that building, that 54 you place might be a really amazing thing. But if I outbid it, I'm not getting it. I'm getting something else. but it also could be that that's even better for me. The different values to the different players, the different values of the different spots, combined with why you want things.
This is so weird.
Why? What?
How did we do that again?
I mean, it happened twice out of so far. Well, we got. Well, see how many more times it happens.
6,
but
7.
This.
We're
gonna cut that out. We're cutting that out. No, but this is honestly, fun fact. Yeah. I was looking at this really and I was debating whether I should move it up.
It's just really fun fact. Game. But it is. It's a really.
It is.
Even the other ones in this list, I'm like, Skyrise is really good. And finally, another thing is that also there's 2 waves of bidding where you're stuck with your certain set of numbers for the first wave and then a certain set of numbers for the second wave. So it also kind of forces that aspect that there's just a lot to consider when you're looking around at like what other numbers people even have and what they're able to play. Because like Alex is saying, the next thing that you're bidding on is what you're going for. But if you put something high enough, no one can put something higher than you in that area, you know.
Also, random fact for you, just in case you're wondering, people often ask me what's a list of my 5 out of 5s. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I originally gave it a 4 out of 5. It has progressively grown from a 4 to a 4.5, and it's now currently a 5. Every play has just been better and better. And Count in the Box is a 4.5. This is my lowest ranked 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Everything else, the remaining 66 games and this 6-7, are my 5 out of 5s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the only thing about this, which is just a small nitpick, is that it comes with these, like, terrain tiles, or, like, 3D printed kind of things that you have to build the board on top of, which doesn't seem the most necessary, but it looks cool. It looks cool.
It's cool.
So, yeah.
Also, if you don't want that, I don't think you have to get the deluxe version. Just get the regular retail edition.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's just a regular board?
I believe. I don't have it. I'm 99% sure.
I think it's always this.
It's a premium collector's edition. What else is premium?
Like metals, I think like those, and then there's like the metal thingies. We can look this up.
I can't
imagine.
There's
like a big metal key, I think.
I can't imagine they put the unnecessary 3D elements in the regular edition.
I don't know.
We will look it up. Anyways,
how many? I just got broke.
How many what?
How many big box games do you have, do you think?
What does that mean?
For who should put it in what side?
Oh,
You got a lot of bigger ones or smaller ones?
I have medium with an asterisk.
Asterisk
medium.
Going bigger or asterisk going smaller?
Ignore the asterisk. A medium. I have medium boxes.
Then maybe you should take it.
Okay, great. But it's now your pick again, because that was my 67 too.
That's...
It's my...
insane.
I was literally sitting there thinking I'm going to say mine, and it's going to be anticlimactic because you're going to have to grab yours, which is weird.
That's so insane. Okay, my number 66 is not on your list at all, I'm sure. So, my number 66 is Mission Control. Now, Mission Control is a game that I absolutely fell in love with, and if I could play this more often, I absolutely would, but it shines and needs to be played at 4 players, so that's just where it gets kind of tricky, but I'm definitely bringing this to level up, and you know what? I think I'm going to commit to bringing this to Dice Tower East, too, because I think it's absolutely worth it.
They don't have it?
Maybe they do. I should check. But so Mission Control is something similar to a game like Captain Sonar, where Captain Sonar, you're playing as, 8 roles on each side? In Captain Sonar,
it's 4 on each side.
4 on each side, where you're playing as different roles trying to do something against each other, whereas in Mission Control, you're playing as these different, satellite areas on planet Earth, and you're trying to get someone who's lost in space back home. So you're playing as places like USA, or Germany, or Japan, and you have basically these different puzzles. So everyone's playing like a mini-game puzzle where you're doing different things. One of them is working with numbers, one of them is trying to fill in different, polyomino type shapes, stuff like that. So everyone's doing little mini puzzles, but no one can see what other people are doing. So there's someone who's trying to get home, and they're the one with the dice, and they're rolling and trying to get themselves back home. And yeah, everyone's just doing little mini puzzles, real time. It's really, really fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And it's one that you can switch the roles too. So if you're playing it with only 4 people, but you want to play it a couple of times, everyone can try different roles, and I think it's very satisfying.
It's a solid game.
Mm-hmm.
My 66 is a new to me game, and I will say I have not been tracking. I'll do this in the top 100 analytics and all that. I have not been tracking what my highest ranked new to me game is. What new to me games are in my top 100. I have not been tracking, but this one definitely is new to me, and it's my 5 out of 5 that's new to me.
I want to play this.
It's so good. I will play it with you after this.
I'm
absolutely.
Play this one right now. Should we do it right now in the video?
No, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. But this is, I don't know if it's Zenith or Zenith. I think it's Zenith, but correct me if I'm wrong. Someone in the comments down below, just spell it out and say it's...
if you're from Canada or not.
Oh, well, if it's from Canada, it's Zenith A. Anyways, this is Zenith, and this was a game that I played on BGA, and I was like, oh, that was pretty decent. Let me just play it again, because sometimes I do that if it's good enough. And I played it again. I was like, I liked it more, and I played it again, and I played it again, and I played it again. I'm in the middle of 3 games on BGA as we speak, and I ordered this after, like, my 5th game. I think I've played, like, 14 games by now, if not more. But, like, after my 5th game, I was like, all I can do...
Wow.
So this is one thing. This doesn't happen to me a lot on BGA. On BGA, I take my turns, and I treat BGA, Board Game Arena, I treat it as kind of like instead of being distracted by Facebook, I'll be distracted by taking my turns. It is very rare for me that I'm like, take your freaking turn so I can go again. Take your turn. Like, you, whoever you are, I know you have work and we're doing async, we're not doing it at the same time. Take your turn because I had that with this game. And I was talking to someone, I was talking to a viewer's channel, like, he's like, do you think it's a 5 out of 5 for you? And I was like, no, not yet. And the more it went on, I was like, it's just nonstop. This game lives rent-free in my head. I will not stop playing with it. It is, like, you haven't even seen the review for it because I haven't reviewed it yet. I ordered it, it came, I like this game. Oh, I haven't told you anything about it.
I know. I was just going to say, so what are you doing it?
I'm so excited about these games, I can't even tell you what they are. Zenith is a tug-of-war game. So if you like games like Watergate is a good example, that's the kind of game. Lord of the Rings Duel or any of those things. This is basically a tug-of-war in which all you're doing is you're trying to either get your token 3 times of one color. So if I get blue from the middle to my side, it resets to the middle. And if I get it again, I win. Or 4 different colors, or just any 5. Meaning it could be 2, 2, and 1, whatever it is. So it's either 3 of the same color, 4 different colors, or any 5. But you're constantly playing cards into one of 3 areas. Either the board to move the tokens, or a sideboard, the technology board, we have to spend these, I can't remember what it's called, the yellow tokens. You spend the yellow tokens to go up to the technology board, which is very fun and very cool. Or there's just the getting the leader token, which gives you more hand management. So you're constantly figuring out where to spend your cards and how to play this tug-of-war game. It is so rewarding. Like, when you have tug-of-war games like this, like Watergate, I'm often like, how could you make tug-of-war so interesting? Isn't it just like you pull, I pull, you pull, I pull, yay, one of us won? But then you have games like this and Watergate and others that are like, oh my gosh, tug-of-war can be so much fun when done right. I'm excited about this game, if it's not obvious. I like Zenith. So, that's my, what number are you up to?
Turn it around, because the yellow side's very funny.
That's my, 65? 66.
What is the card game?
Yes.
Where you're playing out your cards...
Hanamakoji.
Nope. But similar. Where you're playing it, and if you have the most, it's like doubled or something, but if you don't, then you have to pay for it if you don't win.
Lost Cities.
Lost Cities, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Shout out to that. Does it have the similar vibe of like push and pull?
It's not tug-of-war. It's not tug-of-war. That was purely about point scoring.
Yeah, but it's still like I need to be looking in this row, that row.
To a certain extent, I would classify it differently. But
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm just asking about the vibe.
It's just the vibes.
I'm asking about the vibe. Okay, my number 65.
Okay, go ahead.
Is going to be Agemonia.
Ooh, nice.
This poor box. This box got attacked and hit by a shelf, so it's not doing the best. But it's going to be Agemonia. This is a campaign game where you're playing cooperatively, going through these different missions. But I would say it's a bit lighter, where the missions are a little bit more... They're still challenging. They're very, very thinky. But I want to say from a rules standpoint and a visual standpoint, it's very accessible, I guess. Like, easy to pick up,
it's very
easy to learn, but very difficult to understand the nuance of it, because there's a lot of, like, mystery within the different scenarios. And this is one that I just had a lot of fun upgrading my character. I think that's one of my favorite things to do in games is when I have, like, a specific character that I'm playing as and continually upgrading it. And I just really, really liked the one that I was playing as. I'm the girl with the 4 arms, and the glowing diadem, and yeah, I think Agemonia is a very fun time with how they handle the storytelling and unlocking different things, and with what I like in games, such as like finding animals and things like that, the different things that you're able to do in it, it's just all story beats that make me really happy. So yeah, Agemonia, I think it's a very, very fun campaign game, especially if you have the time for it. Obviously, it's a big game. This is like, the actual box is like this on top of it. But I think it's a really good time.
This is great. Agemonia is fantastic. I will say, it's not on my list. This is my year of campaign burnout for sure. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still own this. I still like it. I still want to finish it.
Yeah.
I absolutely want to finish it. But for me, a lot of games like Iridia, Agemonia, games that were really rising my ranks, the even Tidal Blades, which you already covered, they're all fantastic games. I have a hard time being as excited about campaign games that feel like they're back burner right now. So, like, I mean, I would love, if I was playing Agemonia actively right now, I think it would bump back up. But games that have been like, oh, you know, we did 10 games and now we're waiting, those kind of get deprioritized mentally because it's like, oh my gosh, that TV show I never finished. But this is fantastic, and if you watch my campaign game purge, you know that I still want to finish this one.
Yeah, I'd really like to finish this, and
yeah.
You mentioned Iridia. Iridia did not make my list, so Agemonia for me is up there.
Yeah. My number 66, no, 65, my 65 is, oh my gosh, big box, big box, big box. Ugh. Brink. Brink from IV Studios. Brink is a delightful worker placement game where you only take 9 actions, which that kind of thing usually I don't love in games unless you do it well, and this one does it well because the 9 actions are so impactful as far as how you place them, and actually each ones are very often multiple actions. Because you're playing an area control game, you're also upgrading your technology tableau on the side. You're trying to figure out where to go in space and how to gather resources and how to trade with other players. The trading in this game, if you don't like trading and bartering with other players, this is not a game for you because you're constantly creating a little display and like kind of figuring out how do you want to trade with other players to get the resources you need to advance your tech track, to go out and place things out. You're basically playing worker placement. Again, it's 3 rounds, 3 ages. Each round you place 3 ships, but you have a level 1 ship, level 2 ship, and level 3 ship, and each ship does more as you place them. Combining the fact that you have to figure out what you need to get, as well as the area control, as well as the trading and bartering, this is one that I had a ton of fun playing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This is Brink. It's space worker placement.
It's a good time.
It's like a what?
It's a good time.
It's a good time. Oh, okay. It's a good time.
It's a fun one. For me, it didn't make my list because I don't love the bartering. Like, I even find this is one that I did really well in the bartering. Yeah. But for me, it's just hard when games are tied to something like that.
Well, that's why I specifically mentioned that aspect, because if you don't like that, you're going to bounce off.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I gave you the big box.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm feeling less glad about it now.
Well, you know, I just thought of something fun that's going to happen later. Next up on my list, which is number...
I will point out, we had 3 crossovers
64?
until now. We're at 4 so far. 4 crossovers.
Yeah.
By the way, only 4 crossovers, and 2 of them were in the exact same spot.
That's weird.
But there's going to be a lot more.
Alright, my number... What if our top 10 is, like, identical?
That's
crazy.
not going to happen.
That'd be useless.
It's not going to happen.
There's no way.
It would be amazing. It's not going to happen.
Okay, my number 64 is going to be... My Father's Work. Now, this is a game that if I don't teach Alex this in 2026...
You've been saying this for 4 years, 3 years, something like that.
I'm gonna lose my mind. This game is very, very fun, but the thing I'll disclaimer is that it takes a very long time to play. It's like a 3.5 hour plus game. That it does take a very long time. There is an app that kind of tracks a story for you, so there's an evolving story, but the entire point of the game is that you have this tableau that you're building out, and throughout it you play these different ages. So there are 3 different ages, and it's called My Father's Work because basically you're inheriting everything that you built the age before, which I just think is a very cool and clever mechanic that pays off. But the cards that you're playing and selecting in this game, it's just something that's so thinky and rewarding that I really do want to revisit it more, and I really want to see what you think of it, Alex, because I think you will like it a lot. But there's a lot you can build out in it that I want to explore it more. I really, really enjoy this game. It's very fun. Yeah, I gotta play it more.
It's an ambitious game. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I have also
really
heard
good.
time and time again that it's very, very long.
Yeah, but it's worth it, I think. I think the thing I will say is that there are some games that are that long that are kind of disappointing when you lose, and this one is one that I find is fun to play no matter what.
After all those big boxes, we are going down to the smallest box I have, which is Ancient Realms. This is a button shy game over here. It's basically 18 cards. I guess more if you have the expansion, which I have the expansion, Monuments and Misfortunes. I think there's another expansion too, like Leader or something. I want to get that. I don't have that. But this is Ancient Realms from Stephen Armani, designer of Sprawlopolis. This is basically a little solo game. It's all a solo game of building out your kingdom. But then you're constantly trying to figure out which cards are going to be like the wonders, which cards are going to be the main cards. It is such a fast-paced, easy-to-play game where you're constantly trying to optimize around your score because of your resources, your cards, and your wonders, and you just can't make it all work. I've had a ton of fun with this one. I love Sprawlopolis, the whole series, when I first played it, and it's always been a favorite of mine. And when he came out with this one, I mean, he's done a few games I didn't land with me, but this one was so good, is so good. I think if you like solo puzzles, this is possibly my favorite Button Shy that's a solo puzzle. I have to like look at my list and see, but I think this is my favorite one. This is Ancient Realms, a great game from Button Shy and Stephen Amani.
Nice. Well, next up for me is going to be an Ivy Studio game.
Is it really? Oh, if it's what I think it is, mine's higher than that.
Tend?
No, never mind. No.
It's going to be Tend. Tend is a...
When you said this is a good time, I thought you said it's a good tend. And I was like, that has nothing to do with tend.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That's why
I was confused. Like, what does it do with tend?
Like, my voice died. So, Tend is it's technically draft and write, correct? I mean, draft and use and write and do things.
Is drafting?
You roll when you activate it. It's those cards in the cards that you're selecting
I guess open
to do.
drafting.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. You're doing all these different things where you're gaining different tools to help you with the actions you want to do. So if you know something like Stardew Valley, it's a similar vibe where you're trying to tend your different crops, or you can go and fish different fish, or you can go mining and mine. You can do a whole bunch of different things. And it's a very cute game. I think that the visualness of it is very, very beautiful. And yeah, you're basically gaining all these things, putting it into your manifesto or whatever it is. And yeah, you're just tending different things depending on what you want to do. I personally love doing the pickaxe.
So,
it's very, very
well, that's
fun.
the thing. I think
Yeah.
Dice Tower at some point was making fun of somebody, not meanly, like within their crew, because they're like, you actually tended. Like, that's the least... Tending is the least fun thing to do, which is actually interesting. I like the fishing. Going all in on fishing is... Like, this is an interesting one for me, because this is one where I reviewed the game when it was on crowdfunding, so they offered me a copy after, and I was like, oh, no thanks, because like I'm trying to be very selective about what goes in my collection, but when you wanted one, I was very happy, because I still want to do better at this game. I constantly want to do more than the game lets me, and I feel like I can just solve that puzzle, so I am happy it's in the availability rotation.
Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. And personally, for me, so far, I find that it's one that's harder to score higher at. So I do like the puzzle of trying to figure out, like, there are some games that I know my brain doesn't understand, and then I don't like it. And there are some games that my brain isn't getting quite enough that I'm like, I can just master it. I can grasp it. So for me, that's 10.
Yeah, it's a good game. My number 63 is... I need to do the right order here. Let me just double check this.
Can you put 10... Can you just shove her in there?
You want... how... Are those boxes with things in them?
No.
Alright, I'm making sure I'm doing the right order here. That's box with things, okay. There goes that. Okay, cool. Because I can't stack all the boxes the way I'd want to. Anyways, my number 63 is one... It's another crossover! It's Spectacular! So this is crossover number 5 out of the 43 that I'm trying to get to. Spectacular from Chili Fox Games. Meg already covered this one. I love this game. This is so much fun. The only critique I have is the open drafting. If people are, like, it's not open drafting, it's drafting, but you're drafting things that are visible, so technically I could be like eyeing what you're doing and slowing the game down. As long as you're not playing with people who are going to do that, this game is absolutely incredible. And there's fixes if you want to do that. But anyways, this is basically trying to create your own little zoo area. You're drafting dice and you're drafting the public dice, you have your own tiles as well. So there's dice and tiles, both your own supply and the public supply of both. You play through 2 rounds and you're just trying to build out your zoo while trying to score dozens of different ways. There are variable scoring goals that all the players have. You also have the way each animal type scores. You want diversity of animals, you want the locations around animals, you want multiplications of the low numbers times the high numbers. It's one of those challenges that's just so fun to try to optimize and figure out if you can make it all work. And every time I play the game, this is so interesting because with Tend, to me it's not about score. With Tend and Spectacular, every time I play them, I don't feel like I scored as high as I thought I could. But with Tend, I feel like I wanted to do more things, and with Spectacular, I feel like I did it all, I just want to score better. So it's small nuances as far as what rewards the dopamine sections of our brain. But anyways, I adore this game. It's one of those games I love shouting out because I don't think it's as adored as I adore it, so I want you... Like, when everyone loves a game, you hear about it from every channel, but when I love a game and no one else does, maybe you shouldn't get the game.
Well, and it's a nice
but it's good.
box.
It's good.
I think it's very, again, accessible.
Accessible.
Easy to grab, have on your shelf. It's not this huge thing.
I recommend
it. That's the bad side show.
No.
You've had the bad side show.
I rotated things when I put Brink underneath it.
You know, Alex, you kind of ragged on anyone, like, starting at this video. I think this is actually a really good set of
games, but why would you have started
because
here?
that's where your 5 start.
But why? But they didn't know that. They didn't know that.
They're probably like, I'll turn in, like, 3/4 of the way in.
Yeah, that just feels like an odd choice, even if it happens to be right. That is a good point, by the way. If it's where the 5-star,
I
that's a
know.
good argument.
That's kind of a good guess. That we're probably hitting the 5s now.
Yeah.
My number 62
62.
is Clans of Midgard. Now, this is a game that I really like, you guys. I might say I love it. So, you're basically filling out a sheet that's kind of draft and write style, where you're completing different things, but there's also an area control element where you have a map that you're placing out different dudes on, your little Vikings. And the entire game is that you're drafting these sets of cards through 3 different ages. I call them ages.
I wanted to say
4.
3. Is it
You
4?
get the different gods. That I think you
Oh,
get
it's 4,
3
it's 4,
gods.
it's 4,
So it's
yeah, it's
1
4.
and then
Yeah,
the 3
yeah.
gods. So yeah, you play through these different ages, whatever they're called, and all of the cards have a ton of information on it. So you have things like a letter that you're crossing out for 1 scoring element. You have something that will give you tokens toward like those special things, the god things that you can acquire. There's also ones that help you place out your different Vikings into the different areas for the area control aspect. There's a whole bunch of different, and like sets of monsters that will also just score you points. So there's all different pieces of information you're looking at on when you're drafting the different cards and choosing which cards to keep. That I just think it's a very fun game where I do love drafting, and when you're making those choices of what to keep and what to pass, there's so many things to consider. And my favorite thing when I'm playing these kinds of games is not only what I want to keep for myself, but what I'm passing on, because there are things like those god cards, and even though I might not want the card that gives you the tag toward it, I don't want anyone else to get those special cards, so I guess I'll draft that first. So I don't know, I really like everything that it throws at you with the drafting if you like drafting. I think it's just really well done.
It's a great game. My number 62. Remember how I said, you asked me the box sizes and I said asterisk?
Yes.
I said medium, largest, asterisk. My 62
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
is Shuffleboard. Ugh.
I'm completely out of frame.
My 62 is Shuffleboard, which I could have just said, but I thought this would be more fun.
You should have brought just the thing.
I would have been, but at that point I would just say it. This is so much more fun. My number 62 is Shuffleboard. I believe it's dropped from last year. I'd have to double check. That's because last year, I believe it has dropped from last year. I believe, and I could be wrong, but all I know is last year I played it like a bajillion times, and this year I played it like less than a bajillion times. But I still played it a lot. It's so easy to pull this out. I had it like set up permanently for like almost a year, I'd say, maybe like 9 months, and I think I want to put it back. I'm redoing the game room situation. I'm gonna kind of make it accessible again in an easy way. But if you do have it easily accessible, which I generally do, it is so easy to just grab a few discs and then just start flicking, and it is so much fun. Now this is fake Shuffleboard. It's not the full-size Shuffleboard you might see. It is in the BG database. This is not cheap to get. It is not cheap. I will warn you that. Yes, you can get one on Amazon for like $40. It's not the same. This is like a premium board. Things slide. You have the gliss powder. Everything's absolutely premium about this. It is not cheap. I'm not saying I recommend getting this. I am saying that if you have discretionary money and you like things like Crokinole or dexterity games, I have had so much fun playing this. I'm kind of addicted to it. It's one of the higher amount of plays I have of any game, just because of how easy it is to just knock out a game. Oh, and as far as how you play, you're flicking discs, kind of. You're knocking discs to the end. You want to land them in the 1, 2, 3, but then your opponent tries to knock yours out while getting theirs in. You go back and forth until people score their points, and that is how you play Shuffleboard. It is a lot of fun.
You know, Alex, you do some of these like dexterity sport things sometimes that are not necessarily exactly a board game.
It's in the BG database.
But we feel it. Yeah, we're not here to judge.
Sounds like you're
I
judging.
think I would be interested in darts.
Is it in the BG database?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
Oh, I like darts.
You do all these things. If you got darts, I think I would try it. I think that's one I could get with.
I think if I got a dart
I'm not for Crokinole. That thing is fine, but I don't.
What if Crokinole had sharp, spiky bits?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I could get into darts. I think darts seem really fun.
I enjoy darts.
Yeah,
they're violent.
Yeah. I will say shout out to what's the thing I learned this year it was at
that Through the Ages doesn't have Lord of the Rings edition.
Through the Ages. That's gonna be blurred. At Autumn. What was the sport I learned?
Oh, ping pong. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I loved it. I haven't played it since, but I loved it.
I love ping pong.
Ooh, that was a good time. Okay, so my last game... Oh. It fell. My last game is going to be 20 strong in general, but this one is the Tanglewoods Rose deck. But it's anything for 20 strong. So 20 strong is a game by Chip Theory where you have 20 strong dice, and they're all different strengths though, where some are stronger than others, and you're using them for different allocation puzzles. So a lot of them generally are going to be having you going through different tests trying to get through something, and you're choosing each time how many of those dice to use, because once you use them, they're spent until you can recover them. But all of them kind of change those rules a lot. That, for example, the Tanglewoods ones have you go through, well, the different decks are all different.
Yeah.
But the Rose one specifically has you go through a Slay the Spire almost
Big Bad Wolf
path. Where you're going up a different path and you're trying to not have the cards turn to their night side, but basically all of the 20 strong decks have their own set of rules, but all operate within that same vibe almost of what you're trying to do. And I say almost because some of them are really different. But yeah, I would say highly suggest 20 strong in general as a solo game, solo puzzle. I think it is very fun. I think it's one that is very easy to reset because it is just cards and your dice, so you can kind of take it anywhere, reset it, play it anywhere. And I know this is a little bit of a bias, but I do tend to roll well, so I really enjoy games like this where you're kind of dice chucking a lot and just doing a lot with it. But yeah, I think it's a very good time.
It's a very good time. Very, very good time.
20 strong.
My 61. Shaking the miniatures about... Not miniatures.
Oh, I don't mind
the wood
about
pieces.
that. I don't mind for that.
This is Tak. Tak is an abstract strategy game, and it's also, it breaks all the rules of everything because this is a game from a book. Like in the book, in the book, the Name of the Wind, they kind of talk about playing Tak, and then they decided to make the game out of it. Patrick Rothfuss, combined with James Ernest, whatever it is, reached out, or whatever. I don't know the exact details, but they made the game after. Like, imagine if Gwent was good, like really good. That's what this is, because Gwent, I think, is not that great. But Tak is really, 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 really good. It is one of my favorite abstract strategy games, at least as far as pure abstract goes, without any abilities of all kind. It might be my favorite. I have to check my list, but I'm pretty sure it's my favorite. This is just, it's chess-like. It's checkers-like. It's chess-like. You have these stacks of pieces. You're trying to create a line to the opposing side, but the levels of play and the different piece types and the way you block and set yourself up and constantly try to work your way towards finding that victory, it's so good. I love it. This is one of those games, and I've said this in the past, no one has been able to point me towards one yet. I want a freaking deluxe version of this game. Like I want like a wooden premium. I've looked on Etsy. I've tried. I'll pay for it. I wanted something that looks super incredible premium. The only things I've seen so far, honestly, I think this game looks better than the ones I've seen.
You gotta make it more popular.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's in my top 100 every year. Every year it's my top 100.
You gotta shout it out more.
I will. It's good.
It needs its own yearly video.
It's a dedicated yearly video.
Yeah.
Tak.
Yeah.
Why I want a deluxe version?
Tak. We still need your help.
Have I ever reviewed it?
That's funny.
So, things that I fell in love with before I started the YouTube channel, some of them never got a review. It's possible Tak has never gotten an official review on the channel.
So you're still not doing everything you can.
I'm still not doing everything I can. I hear you. I hear you. That is my 61. That is going to be a list.
You did it again.
The wrong side? Oh, it's the ugly side.
Ick.
The video's over. The video's over.
Yeah, this is where the thumbnail comes from.
It's blurred.
Sure.
I blur the thumbnail every time.
Yeah, but they can tell. They can tell.
This has been your 7361. We will be back with 60 more games apiece. 60 more games apiece with no crossover. We are done with the crossover. We're up to 5, by the way.
I was like, is that true? Yeah.
We're up to 5 so far. 5. We only have to get 38 more crossovers.
Yeah, but how many more exactos are we gonna get? Because that was crazy.
When you get to the top 10, there's 2 or 3 that I know we share. No, it doesn't. Of course it counts.
Sure, but it's
there's
like
2 or 3 that we share love for that I don't know where they'll be exactly, but like I know they could be within one of each other. I don't know. If I had to guess, let's do this guess. Let's do this guess. Because my guess of 43 crossovers is so on target.
I mean, I think it's still fine because we have to hit it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm more optimistic than I look.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna hit 43. But we'll see. But I will say we have 2 direct crossovers. I think we're only gonna have 2 more. I think it's just unlikely.
Okay, so I'm saying less than 43.
Yeah.
More than 2 more direct crossovers.
Okay. We shall see.
Yeah, we'll have at least 5 or more.
Direct is so
direct
hard.
crossovers.
I'm shocked it's happened twice.
I think the top 10 is easy though.
Okay, we'll see.
I think there's still a lot of games we haven't.
What's your number 1 game?
Well.
Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. Thank you for All Play for sponsoring our videos, as well as the set now.
And because Alex brought it up, let us know in the comments below what you think our #1 games are going to be. Some people have already guessed. They might be right, they might be wrong, but if they are right, they got it before you did. So you should guess now before anyone else guesses what you guessed.
In any case, until next time, I hope you have a good one.
Bye!